it seems like it's pretty much a referral in the same way a real estate agent would refer to a loan officer, right? But systematically speaking, how much like friction does this add to the process to kind of integrate you into that?
Yeah, so you got options. It's so easy. First of all, we can always set up like a one-touch API. If you're tech savvy, we can set it up. You identify them in CRM or LOS, and then boop, right over to us, right? You can, if you're old school and you're like, I want to make an introduction, you can send it over in an email, and then we will upload it into your tracking portal in our CRM for you. Or we have a portal that's a customized, personalized portal for you that you can go in and securely upload a file. So it is whatever keeps you from breaking stride, because I do not want you to pull up another system if you don't have to. I don't want you to break stride in your day. So if it's an email, great. If it's through the portal, great. Or if it's a one-click, you just have to work with us a little bit and we'll get that API connection or that Zap set up for you.
Well, one of the things I think is cool about you guys, and I obviously like the way you guys do business, and I'm not trying to make this like a solicitation, but I mean it's hard. It's like if you love Coke and you want to talk about soda, it's like, well, okay. But one of the things I love with you guys is it seems that you just have such a good system in place because, and I learned a lot of this when you invited us out to your get-together when you were in Arizona a few months back. But one of the things I really think is incredibly valuable about your offer to loan officers, and I'm shocked it's not normal, and I guess for you, hopefully it stays that way, but I'm shocked at how much energy you guys put into getting that person to go back to the loan officer once they're, at that threshold they need to be at.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's like we run a really fast sprint, and right before the finish line, we have to stop and not win unless we can do that, right? Like that is the win, is getting that client back to the original referral partner that sent them to us. Like, it's a secondary win. Of course, we feel good when somebody goes, look, I did qualify for a home loan. It was awesome, but it was with blah, right? Like, it's like, you did go from a renter to a homeowner, but that is not what we were going for. Because the other thing is, like, we work with people that we like. We work with good people, including the loan officers. So we know that we were sending them back to a professional that was going to treat them right. We know that trigger lead that called them was not the best option for them, right? And so it hurts when that happens, and it's rare, but we have those fail safes in place where, we've trained our coaches. When you hear somebody say this, when you hear them say that they, checked a rate, or that, they were chatting with this person, just little things in the conversation that it's like, oops, that's a call back to the loan officer to let them know today would be a great day for a courtesy call to check in, right? But then beyond that, when they start to get usually about 45 days from repulling credit, we really ramp up the expectations to the client and that name brand recognition with the loan officers, where we start talking about the loan officer's name, their company more, their process, and we just interweave those back at the end so that client just feels like a nice, smooth, a little detour off, a little detour right back on.
That reminds me of when McBilly and I were at a mastermind, Russell Brunson's mastermind in Mexico, his what he calls the mastermind in paradise. We were listening to a speaker named Pedro Adeo, and he was talking about partnership. And he was what he referenced was kind of the varying degrees of partnership he's experienced in life, because just because somebody's a partner doesn't mean they're a partner, right? It's like equity doesn't mean anything. And so he talks about these varying levels, and, in the marketing world, essentially the first level is like they're an affiliate, right? That's like the starting point. And then from there, you might do a JV deal, a joint venture. And then from there, you might do profit sharing. And then from there, you might do equity partnership. And he talks about really the main differentiator about that relationship is is what he defined as the spirit of partnership. And he's like, you could have an affiliate with the spirit of partnership, and you could have a partner that this is a cash grab for them. They're not in it to win it, right? They're not in it to support you. And he's like, the level of partnership does not speak to the quality of it. It's that spirit of partnership. And just hearing you talk about kind of how you treat that as far as getting that business back to the loan officer, it really resembles what Pedro was talking about at that mastermind, of that spirit of partnership. It's like you almost don't win if they don't win. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like I use a very simple phrase that my dad just drilled into my brain, and I use it with our people a lot, and it's just act like it, right? So many people like to say things that, look, this is what I'm all about, or this means more to me than anything. And it's just like, cool, just act like it. And so I'll constantly look at our process and just be like, are we acting like it? Like, if really the most important thing was getting this loan back to our loan partners, are we acting like it? Does our process, do our updates, does our sense of urgency, like all of that, we have to act like it, or else you're just, it's all just marketing. And
well, essentially, you're speaking to the integrity between your behaviors and your words. I think that's it's a great business place to operate from.